Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Curse of the British Battlecruiser. Yes, I'm taking this thing out again, and it's a good ship. It has good armor, which this is the first time me pulling open the armor viewer. I figured I would show this off in this one. The armor viewer is a pretty useful thing. You should in general use it in a port that has water, so you can actually see where your ship is sitting in the water. This is a battlecruiser. It has bad armor. This isn't bad armor. It's only bad up here. There's not much of the ship that's actually poorly armored, if properly angled, and that's kind of how these battlecruisers tend to be. If we compare that to, like, the battleship down here, yeah, it's arguably worse armor, but there's more space on Bellerophon, where we could eat a lot of shells, than on Queen Mary. Like, but you can adjust basically what you see in the armor viewer. Like, you could knock off the bow, stern, and torpedo bulges, and now you're seeing basically the armor of the ship. You could knock off the superstructure, and that's basically the parts of your ship that will actually take substantial damage. It lets you catch things like this, where that's a good thick chunk of armor that's underneath of this. So, angled this way, you'll probably eat an overpen, but it ain't gonna do much else. Up here, you're gonna eat full pens, but, you know. You can clear things away. You can see your citadel, which is the vulnerable part of your ship. You can see the Queen Mary's kind of... She has quite the awkwardly shaped butt. Yeah. You can turn off the barbettes. The armor viewer is a nice thing to come into, and this is also a time where I feel like I should stop and mention the mechanic known of as Overmatch. This is a controversial mechanic, to say the least, and is one that I would be quite happy if it were to just vanish and never come back. To explain what Overmatch is, basically, what you do is you take the caliber of your gun and you divide it by 14.3. So, in this case, I will use my phone for this, because I can't do this math on the fly. What do I look like? Some kind of genius? I'm a dork. They're very different. So we take 343, and we divide that by 14.3. That gives us 23.9. Now, what does this number mean? That is the amount of armor thickness our guns will overmatch. Meaning, that is the amount of armor our guns will completely ignore and not even perform a ricochet check on. 23.9. 19. 16. 19. 25. So we could bounce off of this. Now, that may not seem like the biggest problem at this sort of tier. But remember, it's divided by 14.3. 457. Let's divide that by 14.3. That gives us 31.9. Let's come over here to a heavily armored heavy cruiser. Do you see the problem? This is a heavy cruiser that's supposed to be able to, when properly angled, tank. This is your citadel. The shell comes in about here, coming down. There's really nothing in the way. It's going to citadel you. Overmatch is a very controversial mechanic for a reason. Yeah, I don't like Overmatch. I'm gonna put on the speed flag. 1% extra fire Yeah, put this up to 40. Why not? Um, yeah, let's see how this curse continues. Where we're probably going to be... Well, we may not be running into all that many players. I might just spam high explosive. Maybe. That's the thing. Overmatch is a fun mechanic to make use of. So I kind of want to spam armor piercing, because every cruiser at this tier is going to have its armor completely negated by my shells. The problem is every cruiser at this tier is going to have its armor completely negated by my shells, and unless I nail their citadel, I'm going to deal no damage. Okay. Meanwhile, this might actually deal significant damage. Another Queen Mary and a Yubari. Yubari's a funny ship. That person's been playing for a while, probably. That Yubari should be my focus. Yubari has access to a unique upgrade in slot 1 called Aiming Systems Mod 0. That basically makes his guns pinpoint accurate. If you miss in Yubari, it's your fault. There is nothing you can blame for you missing playing Yubari other than yourself. As we get up in tiers, I'm going to be using almost exclusively armor piercing, but I think for here I'm going to use the high explosive for a bit. Just because, like, the armor thickness is so little that it just doesn't make much sense. I'm also going to try and be a little more careful. I don't want to make the mistake of overcommitting. And then getting focused down. I feel like that's been my mistake. Because, like... Oh, there's the Yubari. Because if... Thinking back to all of the battles I had, where I basically just fell over and died in battlecruisers, a lot of it basically just comes from battlecruisers aren't the greatest in close range. This is a slow torpedo, right? Yeah. It only goes 6, however. I should wait till he's about 8 kilometers from me, and then I can probably torpedo at him. The turbine killed our destroyer. Good. I'm gonna swap to the armor piercing. That'll probably reach. I probably should have kept the high explosive loaded. There's the Yubari, still well without a outside of range. Well, that was a waste. I'm probably about to have to deal with this wakeful. Yeah, here it comes turning this way. The Yubari's just slightly out of my range. Come on, little buddy. Come just a little closer. Just a little bit. Not much. Just a little. There we go. That might deal some damage. Nope. This is why people get into just lobbing high explosive. Because, like... high explosive might have still dealt some damage. This wakeful is going to torpedo me. And there's not a huge amount I can do about it. Other than just hope to dodge the torpedoes. At this kind of range, though, may not happen. Yeah, I'm eating one, that's for sure. Again, the curse of these battlecruisers. Everything's dead, and I've done next to nothing. And I'm also dueling with a destroyer. I would like to get back to within secondary range, but that's... yeah, that's 4 kilometers. Because, like, the more my secondaries are firing, the better. Because it is potential extra damage. There we go. I might be able to get some damage against the Kuma. Hey, the Phoenix came back to help. Thanks, little buddy. You know what? I'm going to compliment him because he did come back to help. Not many players would do that. So he's getting complimented. Like, yeah, the bot came back, but it's what the bots are programmed to do. As evidenced by the fact that the Cardock hasn't even turned around again yet. Like, it's doing exactly what it was programmed to do, which was just to turn around at some point. And in that case, I might have actually gotten more damage out of the armor piece. God damn it. I need to be aware of Kuma torpedoes, so they go 6, 7. So I am within torpedo range. There's some damage and a broken torpedo tube. Yeah, there's the Kuma torps. Yeah, fire. It looks like the Kuma's about to ground. Maybe. No, it's gonna get up from behind there. We'll get up behind there. So, I'm gonna turn my attention towards the Queen Mary. Maybe I'll not lose too much of my average damage. Let me get the AP loaded. Gotta fire. Queen Mary's aiming at the Phoenix, as he should. The Phoenix is very squishy. Oh, now he's aiming at me. Go, go, gadget secondaries. Get me the close quarters expert. Yes! There's a good spank. Okay, Queen Mary's probably dead here. I'm gonna eat these torpedoes to end it. Ow. I mean, okay. That went better. I finally have a win in a battlecruiser. It did happen. I just had to calm down, and I don't think I talked much throughout that. I'm really bad at this. Let's get the B-hull researched and mounted. Once I can start selling this crap, it's gonna be so nice. I kind of want to get into Tiger really soon. I should have had X... Why am I forgetting to do this? Well, I'll put them on now. I'll just put these two on. I could use the credits. I want to save the credits for actually when it'll matter. Thing is, if I can get a battle with a fair few battleships in it, I'll load the AP and keep it loaded. This is good armor piercing. It's just with how many cruisers we're running into and how low tier everything is, the amount of armor going around isn't much. And there's a fair few battleships. And a carrier, just as I got the upgrades, so... I'll want to support this middle channel, though. How many real players are here? 1, 2, 3 per team. So they have a battleship and a destroyer. Shenyang is a pretty strong destroyer. I feel like I might still be in protected matchmaking. This feels weird. It feels like there should be more people here, and there should be some people playing things like Connie Galberts that I should be running into. Should be some Izuzuchis. I'm going to load the high explosive. I've got time. And I've got pretty decent anti-air for this tier. I mean, it's 98 continuous damage, but that is not bad. That is after the damage reductions. It's like 130 base. This actually shows you your proper AA damage. So... Well, I knocked out his rudder. Let's get my AA off at the Hermes. Took out a couple planes. Come on, Izislav. You got this. Yeah, and the Wakeful took it out. Okay, the Shenyang is still alive. And our V-170 completely abandoned that flank. So it's going to basically just have a field day down there. Cool. There's a good little chunk of damage. I should really head down towards the Shenyang. That's probably one of the strongest Tier 4 destroyers. It being left to its own devices is not a good thing. Like, I'm surprised he doesn't have more kills under his belt yet. Okay, gonna get the high explosive loaded. Because he's not exactly making things difficult. Does Shenyang start with terrible torpedoes? Is that what's going on? It was Zichi. The annoying thing is the freaking V down there could easily take this guy on. But it looks like it's going to be up to me. Detonation! Okay, that works out. The Orion's probably pretty screwed. So now it's just a case of farming up some damage. Okay. This feels like my curse has finally ended, though I'm still not getting amazing battles out of this thing. They're not bad either. I can't overly complain. Their CV just rammed somebody. Good. That's a World of Tanks artillery player, if I ever done seen one. Especially because he rammed a bot. Like, how salty do you have to be? You just know as well that that's probably a player that thinks that they're some, like, god gamer. You see a lot of people like that in Warships, and they don't tend to last very long. Because they just don't understand how this game works in the slightest. Okay, I've probably got time to get turned here. That thing has torpedoes. It also has a lot of gun. There we go. That's armor piercing working as it should. That was me shooting into the water to arm the shells, basically. That's effectively what I just did there. Now, I do still need to complete these missions, but there is still a lot of low-tier stuff to do, so... And that's our final container for today. I'm going to do our final container as a more coal. So I'm going to do basically from here on out for my daily containers that I'm actually playing for. Because I may not actually play this every day. What I'm going to aim for is 2 more signals, 1 more coal. That way I get some level of guaranteed coal income. Now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that gets us into Tiger. So, let's just move straight into Tiger. Not gonna need Queen Mary anymore. It's a fun ship to have, but Tiger is better, so. Let's research. Purchase. Assign commander from Queen Mary. Now we can come to Queen Mary and just sell her. We don't need her anymore. We're going to use the credits we got from that to pick up Aiming Systems Mod 1. Past that, don't really feel like I need anything. I am going to grab these, though I'm probably not going to be using the high explosive much at all. We now have an engine boost on a battleship. These things are fun. This is a battle cruiser, but these things are fun. And these are pretty nice secondaries for Tier 5 as well. Like, I wouldn't suggest secondary building a British battleship, but if you're going to do it to any of the tech tree ones, Tiger's not a bad choice. The range is bad. You're never going to have great range on them, but that's a decent reload and a good caliber for the tier. So, but yeah, this should go quite a bit better. And you know what? I'm just going to use this right away because I can. And that doesn't give us enough for another super container, does it? Probably really close, though. Yeah, I'm 100. I'm at 110. I need 125. 1 more tier 5 and I'll have it. It's kind of the problem, though. I don't think I'll be getting another tier 5. Well, Hawkins. I could get Hawkins literally right now. I kind of want to just research and purchase Hawkins just so I can grab the thing. That's taken, like, all of our money. But let's also assign this commander. Move Dane over. Because we're not really going to need Dane anymore. I want the super container. So, that's what I'm going for. I want it. I really wish it would take you to the featured tab and not... Gimme. What we get? I will definitely take that. That's basically paid for us to progress, like, our commanders. I'm not going to forget to do that this time. I'm going to throw the credit boost wrong, because we're actually at a decent tier. There we go. Now, A-Hull Tiger isn't the best, but it's not terrible either, so... I don't want to progress too quickly from here, just because we only have a 6-point commander. The Japanese destroyers, I'm fine pushing up to 6, because we have the 10-pointer from Ise. But everything else, I don't really want to push that quickly. 5-6, okay, not bad. I'm going to be helping the south, because I spawned closer to the south. That's in general how you want to go about it. I also now have 2 torpedoes that deal 10,000 damage. They still have, like, no range, but they're self-defense torpedoes. So. And our gun range actually has a little bit more over our spotting range now, so that's nice. Oh, someone did the F10. So I will F10 back. I know you guys can't see the in-game chat. There's a good reason for that. There's already been moments where I've had the thought in the back of my head of, man, I'm glad you guys can't see this. One case, because like I just had no idea what the person was saying. They were speaking Cyrillic of some kind. Probably saying something horribly offensive. Wouldn't be surprised. Königsberg does not seem to understand the objective. In general, you want to support the flank you spawn on, not rush to the other flank, but suppose with this map layout there isn't a huge difference. How is my AA? Okay, it's still just the 3 kilometer. My AA actually had a bit of a downgrade, and this is a tier 6 carrier, so... And divisioned with a submarine. Ugh, I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that so much. Because what that's done is move their submarine spawn right into the middle of the map. So their submarine's going to be coming straight down the middle. And their Ryujo is coming straight for me. And he dropped too close. Okay. That works. What doesn't work is the fact that I can't really do anything about him because my AA does not reach very far. I think the B hull gets better AA though. So. And I missed. That was better dispersion, but I still missed. That Kamikaze R is going to be a real pain. It kind of needs to die. That's a sign of someone who's been playing for a very long time. That is a ship that has been removed from sale. Much like the Julio Cesare, because it's just simply too good. It's basically what the Japanese destroyers used to be before they got pretty heavily nerfed because they were pretty overpowered. Go T61. Show him the meaning of DACA. I don't know what I'm spotted by, but I don't like it. Oh, it's the Kachowski. Okay. Oh, you fool. Okay, that... The Farragut's gonna die, but I think our T-61's gonna die with him. Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at the Arizona. Because it's a tier higher than me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And dealing damage to ships that are higher tier than you gives you more reward. So... Okay, that's French. No smoke screen. Koenig, same tier. Blah. Rude. Take the shot, because why not? My guns are loaded and Overmatch is a bitch. There's no way my torpedoes would reach the Arizona. If they went 8, maybe, but they don't. No one's seen their submarine yet. That's a really fun thing. Love that for us. Königsberg there could deal some serious damage. I'm gonna engine boost. I would put out this fire, but I'm not in any danger yet. Okay, his guns aren't even pointed at me yet, so I'm good. I don't know where that Jaguar is. And it could potentially stealth torpedo. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. There we go, being on fire again. Okay, there he is. There's probably some torpedoes on the way for me then. Königsberg is on the map border. Those shells are probably going to miss because the aim assist likes messing things up, but I think I aimed that right. Almost. I hate the map border so much. Because see, the thing is, the game tries to assist your aim, hence aim assist. And it does so by guiding your shells the direction the ship is moving. Well, if it's on the map border, it can't move forward. But the game still tries to assist your shells forward. The penalty for being on the map border, because Wargaming understands that it is kind of bull, is that their submarine still has yet to be spotted. That's fun. It's probably near the Fuso, if I had any guess. What happens when you get on the map border is it reduces your speed. That's it. There's no other penalty for being on the map border. So people obviously still abuse the map border, because why wouldn't they? I wish I could see closer to that Fuso to get some idea where their submarine is. I also wish I had the gun range to shoot at the Iron Duke, but... just watching for splashes. I don't think I'm going to get much done for the rest of this battle. Like, I'm pretty fast, but... there's not many of them left. I should fire this heal off. I took a lot of burning damage, so... I'm just gonna engine boost to try to get back towards where the enemies are faster. Not a great start to the Tiger. How did our Mitsuki die? Did he just sit there as the Nuremberg approached him? I think he did. Yeah, I've got a long way to go before I can even hope to do anything. I'm probably just going to be cutting out a large chunk of this. Hey, I scored a Citadel. I don't even know if I'm going to be including any of this bit here because like there's just nothing really going on. Yeah, I got a kill. Victory. Yay. Well, that could have gone a lot better. I got fireproof. Near the bottom of the team. There just wasn't anybody for me to shoot. That's the problem. I couldn't do anything because there was nobody for me to shoot at. Kind of sucks that that was my first win of the day, but at least that gets me the B hull, which I can just barely afford. I should pick that up. I really shouldn't have bought Hawkins, but wanted that super container. So... what I need to do is just go back through some of my older ships and sell the ones I don't need. Like, I don't need this anymore. So I can just get some silver from that. I can get rid of Weymouth. I'm never going to go down the British destroyers. It's not that I don't like the British destroyers, it's just... well, I might want the British carriers, though. Because I do like me the Audacious. But I play Audacious on my main. It's not I don't like these, it's just I don't like these ones. I've started liking them at Lightning, but I've also not finished this line on my main. I have Somme, which is Jutland, and I have Lightning in the tech tree. But, like... these 6 ships are just painful. Jervis is the worst variation of this sort of design at tier 7. It's just the worst. Worst torpedoes, mediocre guns. It's not worth anything. Now that has been only 1 battle this one. No, I've done 2 battles. Yeah. Yeah, let's call this one here. This has probably been going on way too long anyway. So it's probably a good thing nothing was happening in the end of that. With that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more of this series, which has still not been named. I need to think of something. If you guys have any suggestions, I'll change the name on the fly. I have no problems with that. I might just call it World of Warships and then try to, like, subtitle each episode. I don't know, man. Videos are hard. See you next time.